toes. It's things to change real fast, that's how it goes in the city. Gotta watch for the folks and kinfolk. Homeboy on the go in the city.
What it do in the city, and that's what it do. What it do, what it do. Check this out, man. Yeah, hey, people, I'm Mr. Tan.
And I'm Cousin Sink.
And this is What It Do in the City. Today, man, we got Inglewood's finest, man, a legend up in here, man. Donald Brown Jr., the knockout artist. Donald Brown, D Champ, my nigga, my partner, my cousin, my nephew, my brother, my motherfucking brother from another mother. He up in this motherfucker, man, and you do know that, man. What's happening, D, man?
Man, it was good to be here.
Man, it's a pleasure to see you, man. You do know that, man.
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Man, it's a pleasure to have you, man. To have a champ in our presence like yourself, man. Intercontinental champion. Yes. Man, WBC champion, Latin American champion.
Yeah. So you brought somewhere and had to whoop on somebody's head. That's what that means.
WBF, WBC. Two of them jokers, two WBFs. Man, that's what it do, man. If you don't know that, man, this is what it do in the city, man. My boy fresh up out of Inglewood in here, man. Can talk his talk, George, you know what I'm saying? Let everybody know what it is and what it do. How you been, brother?
Man, I've been great. Guys, been good. Just, being a father and sticking to this boxing, keeping everything aligned,
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, man. How many kids you got?
I got 2 daughters.
2 daughters already?
They're 7 and 6.
Man, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's up, man. That shit changes the whole perspective once you become a father, man. You know what I mean? And you got girls?
Yeah.
What? All that other stuff go out the window, believe it. You know what I mean? You gotta look after your princesses, believe that, man. Well, you got special handles, but you can't put them on nobody for them. You gonna have to get your shotgun.
Right.
But they tell terrorists on.
Yeah. My thing with that is, especially in the sports industry, shit, you don't play boxing though.
That's the only sport you don't play.
You don't play boxing. That's a real deal. I'm gonna put my hands on you.
Yeah.
And
man, for real?
It'll be a little off to do that, man.
Yeah. Well, I think we all a little off. You just find something to put that off into, and and balance everything else out. That's all it is. You gotta find something that balance you out.
No, that's definitely
channel that energy, man.
That's it. That's what it's about.
At least you took, them golden glove hands of yours, man, and made it make sense. You know what I mean, for the family and everybody, man. Instead of just socking somebody out in the street and like, man, I got special handles. I'm all upside this dude head. Boom, bop, boom, bop, bam, bam, bing. Like just like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, to see young, talented young brothers, man. Not just in the music field with boxing and sports and all that, man. That's so awesome, man. And again, man, we reach our hand out to you, man. Congratulations, brother, on that.
We all over this world. We all over this place in different genres and different occupations, man. And we all can still be successful in something,
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Just show us that, man.
Yeah.
We like to jump into something we call What It Do in the City, hot topics, man. You know what I'm saying? Is anything off the top of your brain, man, that been going on that, that you might feel is good, bad, right, wrong, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta be honest with y'all, I just stay locked in. I don't even focus on the outside, what's going on. It's mostly distractions. So what I'm headed for and what I'm focused for my family, I ain't even got time to even be involved in most of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that said, then what's the hot topic in the sports world, in the boxing world?
Since you locked in, you got to be locked in some boxing.
You got to be locked in on who want it and who don't want it.
As far as with me or just in general? Because
what you see and what you don't see, that you don't like.
Well, that's a lot of politics in boxing. So which is like that in all entertainment. So once you start climbing that ladder, you start seeing how they move and the things that they do to try to keep you away from them top fights. And it's a lot of money behind a lot of these guys that seem to be the best out here, but they really just avoiding the real competition. So it's a lot of that going on. It's a whole lot of that going on out there. So just really staying above water and just making sure you stay at it day by day, stay grinding, building. Rome wasn't built overnight, so you just stay putting pieces together, waiting for your opportunity to come.
Facts. Facts. I got a hot topic for y'all, man. That Diddy trial, man, been going nuts, man. Man, the boy Kid Cudi hit the stage, man. But y'all, I know you've been locked in the boxing, but you ain't heard about this, man. Man, allegedly P. Diddy had blew up the kid car, man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, all of a sudden they hit him with a Molotov cocktail, man, bomb in his car after the threatening. So I don't know, man. Allegedly again, man. But I'm just saying, that boy hit the stand, man, and told a lot of things, man, that was going on crazy, man. And then 50 Cent hit the stand, Kanye hit the stand, and Kanye went on a rant, you know what I'm saying, to where you don't know if you believe him sometime or you don't believe him sometimes. So, you know, but he started talking about fucking Michael Jackson, and P. Diddy had something to do with Michael Jackson's death, allegedly. But, you know, it was crazy, man. That shit crazy, bro. I ain't seen that about that?
I heard the dude who was knocking down Cassie. P. Diddy was on some weirdo shit with
Kid Cudi.
No. The dude she was calling to come over. Well, Diddy watching. You know, allegedly Diddy was watching.
Yeah.
While she was getting knocked down.
Man.
You know?
That's exactly why I don't have time to pay that no attention.
I don't got time for the shenanigans.
Right.
I can believe that shit.
That's another brother going down. That's out. I
feel like they really targeting us right now. You know what I'm saying? Also, what popped up something about Smokey Robinson, man. You know what I'm saying? Say he was knocking down his mage or something like that. Again, allegedly. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. But
can the man rest in peace?
Smokey Robinson ain't dead.
Oh, he not. Oh,
I'm talking about Jackie Robinson.
Right. I'm thinking Jackie Robinson. I'm like, what? God damn.
Yeah, I'm finna say, damn, when that happened, man. I'm understanding the news.
My bad.
I'm supposed to be doing my low-key journalist work, and I ain't understanding that. But no, for real, no. But Smokey Robinson say he was knocking down his maze. But my thing is they was getting paid or whatnot. And so why would they continue to work there? I guess because they was getting paid. I don't know. That's what they do in the city. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, also we had this week, man, the Kendrick Lamar show, man, the pop-up. We got what's his name, Chris Brown thing is be here September 12th. Man, what y'all know about he just bailed out of jail for $6.7 million, bro? Y'all heard about that?
I did hear something about that out the country.
Yeah. So once he got off the jet over there, man, they arrested his ass, man. He got an outstanding warrant. I'm thinking somebody got to get fired, man. Like, Greg, you didn't know I had a warrant? Ain't you my business, partner? I would have been out there. Man, ain't nobody hired you, Otis, to do nothing.
Hey, who's paying for that, man? Like, who's taking care of that? You know what I mean? I'm moving around, but who's looking out for my business, man?
Man, I don't know, but yeah, he just got out though, and the crazy part about it is his Chris Brown Breezy tour. Once it started, the first leg picks up there where he just went to jail. I believe it's London or something like that. Yeah, but the first leg that he do on the show, the first shows are there. So the crazy part about it, he got to go back to court on the 20th. Right before the shows begin. You know what I mean? So they bailed him out, but he can't go nowhere. He can't do all kind of stuff, man. It's real crazy, man. Yeah.
So he over there or he?
No, he here now. He out. Yeah, shout out Chris, man, who had that chili, man. I ain't mad at you for getting that chili up, man. But damn, nigga bailed out for that much money, y'all? Yeah. Man, I need some of that money. Yeah. Man, that's why my little nephew right here doing this boxing thing, man, for real, man. Yeah, man. Shit, what else y'all know new, man? You say you locked in, so you ain't tapped in on none of it.
None of it.
What about the fight with your boy Canelo, man? Did you like that fight?
The last one?
Yeah.
It was alright. The opponent didn't come to fight, so it didn't make for an interesting fight. He came to get a check, so and it looked like his performance.
He got a big check.
He got a anytime you fight Canelo, you're gonna get a nice check.
I say he was crying in the truck.
And he didn't get knocked out either, so it's like, you feel me? He can walk away with that.
Did you see that? The little clips, they say he was crying in it. They kind of showed him, the dude he was fighting later, he was kind of like crying in the minivan or something.
Yeah, I bet he was. I seen him check that big check like that. He was my family's check.
That's what he was crying for. You said I'm on.
But it's technically clear.
I ain't mad at that, man.
He probably won't fight again. You probably will never hear about that dude again. He'll take that fight and go make some moves.
What you think about the Ryan Garcia Rolly fight?
Well, we knew that was gonna happen. You know, Rolly is he can't fight like that. Like as far as boxing skills, he's not a boxer, but he got power. So we knew that eventually Ryan wasn't gonna be able to outbox him or nothing. He's not a master class boxer, so Ryan was gonna get caught eventually. He don't got good head movement and all that, so that was, you seen it coming. And then he haven't fought since he fought Devin Haney, so you know, he been on a layoff and all the outside stuff going on, keeping him distracted, you know what I mean? So I can only imagine how he was gonna be once he got out there again. If he wasn't fighting Devin Haney again, to come back. That way you would have seen a different him, because you know what I mean, I got avenged how you just put all this on my name and try to make me look bad and all that. So that was a whole nother. That would have been a different fight. And Devin Haney looked bad when he fought. So,
Right.
What you think about that? I mean, I know it happened a few months ago. What you think about that last Tank fight, brother?
oh, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
That was a good fight.
Roach was doing his
Freddie
thing,
Roach
too.
showed. Roach showed that everything they put out about Tank really ain't all that, and he cherry picked the fight again like he usually do with a smaller guy. Thought it was gonna be another little knockout. Walk through, right? And oh boy, they grew up together. They ain't from the same area, so they fought in the amateurs and all that together. So he knew what he was dealing with.
Okay.
He already had an idea. He wasn't worried. He wasn't scared like all the other fighters he fought before. But even with them, he had major disadvantages when he fought them guys. They was coming up from smaller weight classes, knowing they don't have the punching power to hang with him and stuff like that. So once again, money helped him move the way he'd been able to move, and that fight just showed that you can't always just cherry pick.
Yeah.
I watched him. He really don't start fighting till like the 7th, 8th round.
He is a slow fighter. He's a slow starter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get cracking.
Was that a knockdown though?
Yeah.
With Tank,
yeah.
that should have been counted as a knockdown.
Okay.
But that's the politics of it.
Yeah.
When they expecting you to win, it's a lot that can go on that's supposed to be done, but they might overlook it. Let's just put it like that. The money have them overlooking things because it's, money behind it. It's all,
It's all politics.
It's all politics.
You gotta keep the money coming.
Yeah.
Keep the money coming.
That's what it is. It's really the money.
Man, so that's what they do in the city for the hot topics, man. We're gonna jump right on into this, man. Again, man, this is my people right here, man. This is Donald Jr., man. Donald Brown Jr., man. The champ, man. The champ is here, man.
Champ is here.
You know what I mean? Can you tell us about your journey, how you got started in boxing, brother? I know you up out of Inglewood.
Yeah. I got a relative named Rico Ramos. Shout out to Rico. He became a world champion at, I think, bantamweight back in like 2017, something like that. But he that was my inspiration to get into boxing. I was like six at the time, and he was playing football, and for some reason he wasn't engaging in the game. So I'm like, why you not playing? My dad like, oh, he boxed. I'm like, what's boxing? So after that, he ended up taking me to the gym with him. I seen him training and everything, and went back. I was staying in Ohio at the time. Went back to Ohio and got in the gym, and ever since then I was like 7. I fought my first tournament in the Silver Gloves. I lost my first fight, but after that, I just loved the motivation to fight. I got back in there. I fought the dude I lost to. I beat him bad. After that, it was just like, oh yeah, I'm not going nowhere. I love this.
Say, this is all.
Right. The money didn't even come into play. And I just loved the sport of just being in there man to man, because I was playing football too. But it was like I'd be running back, I'd catch the ball, run a play back. Somebody get a flag on the play, and then we get to talking. They like, well, my mom made me come, and I'm like, oh, so you're not serious about this?
Yeah.
So I just like the how I could take it, and it's all on me. Whatever happened in the ring, it's on me. If I didn't run, if I didn't, it's all on me. If I mess up, I can take that. I didn't do my part, but you not doing your part, and it's affecting me at the end of it. I didn't like that.
Yeah, so, you ain't serious.
Yeah, you ain't serious, right?
You like to put it on yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Put it all on the line.
I put that on my shoulder, yeah.
So Kinfolk, he inspired you then?
Yeah, he inspired me. He definitely inspired me. We worked together throughout till he just recently retired, and that was my inspiration to get it going. And it just, once he touched it, he wasn't a world champion then, he was still getting ready for the Olympics and all that. So I was just following behind him, trying to, make my way. And I was in there with Sean Porter when I was in Ohio, so me and him was real close. So I got to see a lot of people I grew up with in the boxing community become world champions and stuff. So it was just like, wow.
Is it safe to say that he one of the people that you looked up to?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Influenced you?
Definitely.
Who are some of the other boxers that you, after you learned what it was that you was doing, who did you admire the most, or who you looked up to?
It'd be Rico Ramos, Sean Porter, for how he acts in and out of the ring. That's a solid dude. Through and through, really a good dude. Roy Jones Jr. was my favorite fighter of all time.
Wow.
Yeah, Roy Jones was my favorite fighter.
I would have thought you said Mayweather or something.
Floyd is cool, but the way he didn't came with the 50-0, and he really made boxing more so like where everybody trying to protect their own, so they're not taking no chances, there's no risk, so boxing is becoming boring because of that almost alone.
Is that what Floyd was doing, protecting his record?
His record is completely protected. Like, I'm not to speak on the legend, because he is a legend,
absolutely.
but just being factual with the situation, you know what I mean? Like, he made sure that he wasn't taking too much of a chance when he went out there.
He wasn't trying to hurt himself.
Right, which I understand it, but that's not what, you know what I mean? Prior to that, it was everybody was fighting the best of the best to show that I'm the best.
Right.
So-
At that point, he was just trying to get his big check.
So also like the Muhammad Ali's and everybody like that, the greats before our time,
Yeah.
your time was not too.
Yeah.
I'm sure they inspired you as well, right?
Yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson was the
Oh, Robinson, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah. Before Leonard, yeah, that was the one that I seen him. I was watching tape when I was like 14, 15, and I seen him step back and throw a jab and drop somebody, and I was just like, whoa, they got power stepping back off the jab like
the
that,
back leg.
off the back leg. Like it was. When I seen it, I said, I ain't seen a lot of fighters do that right there.
Mm-hmm.
So when I seen that, it just his natural abilities in the ring was like, yeah, he's definitely in one whole other class.
Is there anybody that you modeled your style after? Or is this all you? This is me, this is what it is, and this is...
I think most fighters piece they once you get your basics together, you start piecing stuff from different fighters that you end up seeing, or you know, taking a little stuff from their repertoire and just adding it to yours. So I would say for recent, because I'm a tall fighter, I like Terrence Crawford and the way he boxes. So me and him have a lot of similarities in our style, and Tommy Hearns. Yeah, Hitman. Yeah.
It was the shit. Yeah, Russ is soft.
Man,
It was the
yeah.
shit, bro. What weight division are you in?
I'm a super featherweight.
Oh, okay.
Super featherweight, yeah. So that's like 130, 135 around there.
So that's
That's what they're
You
taking.
right,
Yeah, I'm right there. Yeah, I'm right there with
Get
you.
on their head. What they waiting
I'm
on?
right there.
Yeah, you finna get all upside the head.
We right
Your
there.
record is what, 8-1?
8-1,
6
6
knockouts?
Yep.
Man, I saw that, man.
Yeah.
I saw this fight where you cracked this fool, man, so hard, man. I think it was in Mexico.
Yeah.
And Pooh and everybody went.
Yeah.
Man. Shout out because of Pooh,
Yeah,
man.
that's when I got that title, and I got that title that same night. I won a 10-round fight.
Ain't nobody stepped up to the plate yet.
You say both titles in the same night?
Same night, yeah. That was my first. This was my
That was
first.
like that's like that old school ultimate fighting shit where they just all right, next man up. We gonna fight the next man.
Yeah, they had 2 titles.
Is that how they do that?
That's back in the day, they don't do that shit now.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
There was 2 vacant titles, and we went to go take them.
Man, y'all see the belts. Yeah, man. You got them, man. The
real,
proof is in the
too.
pudding, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, them motherfuckers heavy, man. Yeah.
And this one right here was one in Germany. Stopped the Russian in the 6th round.
What?
Yeah.
You went out there and socked on them,
Went out there first class. Yeah.
Man,
That time difference was something else, but yeah.
No, yeah, they could get the jet lag and whatnot and everything. I've been over there once before,
So
too, man.
while you was over there, how long was you there before the fight?
We was there 2 weeks before the fight, trying to adjust to
Trying to adjust, yeah.
They had you over there like Rocky, huh?
Yeah.
In the movie when they were doing this thing.
Yeah, it was just like that, and just seeing the architect and stuff like that. It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. It was cold, but it was nice. We went out there like around November, so it was
What was your training process out there? Like, was it really hard or was it snowing or anything like that?
Oh no, it was just cold. It was just cold. I was in Frankfurt. It was cold, and at that point we had already did all the hard work, so it was really just like staying in weight, and just really that was really the most part, just staying at weight and just keeping everything sharp. So we was just light mint work on the bag, jogging a little couple miles, just keep the weight off, and just we was ready to fight when I got out there. So
Did you like it over there?
it was cool. It was
Would
cool.
you live over there type?
Nah.
No.
Nah.
What's one of the most memorable things that happened to you over there?
I ended up going to London after the fight. So after I won the fight, I went to London, and I had 2 of the belts with me. I think I left a belt at home. I took 2 of my belts with me, and I won this one there, and I think I took my WBF with me. And on the way back from the airport, when we soon got to the London airport, I was walking my belts, and a girl asked me for my autograph. So I went to sign for it. And when I turned around, all I heard was about 20 to 30 women just yelling, running towards me.
That was going crazy.
Going crazy. I was like, well, what's up? What happened? The champ
was here.
Like, can I get your IG? I'm turning every which way, taking pictures and all this, and it was just like, whoa, this is.
You enjoyed that experience?
Yeah, it was.
That's what's up.
It was a moment that I'll never forget. I truly never forget that. And then it was a long line after the fight too. After I won, and they was silent when I was fighting. But as soon as I dropped the dude, they got loud for a second. But as soon as he got up and he got back ready to fight, it was like they was watching like a opera or something. Like they was all the way that the people move. it's completely different. Like all our fights here is loud, everybody yelling, cheering, you know, the whole time from the time the fight was quiet. It was just silent.
Watching every fucking move.
Silent. Now, so while I'm boxing, I'm like, what it is they liking it? Is it cool? Like they not saying nothing. I'm catching with solid punches and they not saying nothing. Right. Six piece and y'all ain't said nothing. All of them landed, y'all ain't said nothing. Then I dropped him and they clapped for a second and they got back silent.
Right back like
yeah, so I was
I was really studying that.
Really just locked in watching it. So I was like, wow, it was different. But as soon as we got done, it was a line almost out the door of people just trying to get hat signed, shirt signed, and I'm like, wow, I really met some fans. Like people still tapping me from Germany, like still just saying stuff to me on a regular basis. I'm like, wow, I really made a statement when I went out there and got a little fan base.
Yeah, that's interesting because even in the music profession, of course, that's what I'm in.
Yeah.
And when I go overseas in different places, man, I love the love that they give back to you, man. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you absolutely enjoy it because sometimes even being home, you don't get that same love. We had Nino Manzur on here last week, man, and he mentioned that. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, just sometimes you gotta go in order to get the love back.
Yeah.
Once you get home, everybody love you and cheer you on and whatnot. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Without giving them too much, what is some of your training remedies or whatnot?
Outside
Or
of
rituals?
Okay, like when I get to the gym, how I go. Basically, I get in there. I probably do like 4 to 6 rounds of jumping rope just to warm up with, and then I do about anywhere from 6 to 12 rounds of shadow boxing. Most of the time, like I stop around 8 to 12. I do some hand weights to begin with, then I take them off and go from there just to let the weight difference from the weights. After shadow boxing, we hit the bag for about 12 rounds. Everything is preparing for at least 12 rounds. You know what I mean? So, and I've been doing that since the amateur. So, just really always been prepared to be a pro. Outside of that, if it's not a sparring day, that's really what it is. And then I go run 3 miles on regular, and then 5 for the twice a week type thing. So yeah, not too much. Just keeping it short, simple. That's
5 miles a day?
Yeah, well, twice a week. Twice a week, yeah. Then my long runs, 3 miles on the regular.
I need to get with you, son.
For real, get right. My question is, how hard is it to make weight? Or keep that weight or lose that weight? You know what I mean? Because I know for a fact everybody don't come in like, oh, I'm 135. Everybody don't walk around at 135.
Right.
Some people walk around 120, 130, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the other ones be like 160 and they trying to lose 20, 30 pounds to fight a dude that just clearly is smaller than you. You know what I mean?
That's actually a part of the game right there is a lot of people walk around a lot bigger than what they fight at. So like Rolly, as an example, he might walk around like close to 180 or something like that. And he cut down to 40, 47. And so you'll be surprised at some of the weight that these dudes cut to make weight. And so everybody's experience with that is different. So like me, I stay closer to my weight. Like I walk around no bigger than 145. So I'm only cutting 10, 15 pounds at most, So when I fight, it's not hard for me to get to that, get down to that weight, and then I'm still comfortable around that weight. Some people drop weight and be dehydrated and things like that, so you see it in their performance. But they only do that to keep that bigger man, I got the weight over him, I could weight bully and stuff like that, but it doesn't always work. But that's some people's,
That's their method.
Yeah, that's their method, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a method to the madness.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody out there you see like you want to get in with right now? That any top contenders, anything?
Calling out names.
Calling out names, man.
I will fight anybody from Shushu, Carrington, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, whoever, Gervonta Davis. I really want the best fights. I really here to make the best fights happen.
I believe this.
So yeah, that's really my main thing is get up there, get the fights the fans want to see, and show them what it is.
And get this jelly
Most important. What? Got to.
Yeah, motherfuckers been working hard.
Yeah,
man.
contract gotta be right.
Get that motherfucking written into there. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so you say you at like 8-1, what?
Yeah, 8-1, 6 knockouts.
So you got these belts. Like, what's the next step? Like, do we get in with a major player, or you just keep fight some
If we can get signed with a good promoter to match us the right way, then that would ultimately be the next best thing. Outside of that, just see what fights we can line up, and maybe somebody might take the fight just feeling like they can beat me, and then we get to go ahead and show them what it is, and you know what I mean, in front of a large crowd, and from there, sky's the limit.
So that's what it'd be like. It'd be like the cats with the big promoters, and then they just pick somebody that they feel like they can beat, that don't have as much money behind them. Is that how that go?
That's pretty much how it go. That's pretty much how it go.
So that's why they ain't calling your number.
Right, because they'll call it, and then they'll go do their research, and then they'll drop the contract. Like, I'm cool. And I've been having this since I had my first fight. I had people with 9, 10 fights like, yeah, we're fighting. And then they'll go look at the paper, look at my last fight, and they'll be like, oh no, he'll beat the one dude that we almost lost to. We don't even want to take no chances.
The brakes off on me.
Yeah,
That's crazy, bro. The last fight, I was just about to ask you, was there anything tough about the last fight, or did you know how that win?
He was not just because he was Russian, but he had a hard head, and he really kept coming. So I had to break the dude down. So that made the fight kind of tough. But his boxing skills wasn't there, so I really was just boxing him and picking him apart.
Body show, body blow, body. That's got to do with heads like them. That's
literally what I did. I went to the body first, and then I dropped him, came to the top, and that's what I dropped him. The body. I went to the body first, and then came up top, and then he dropped. And after that, I thought we was gonna keep fighting because he had just busted my nose in the 5th round. He came me with a headbutt, and after he did that, I think he felt a little like confidence because he seen the blood come out my nose. But I just sat there even more like, oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm really ready.
Yeah, I'm ready, man. What's that? You done bust my nose?
Right.
Man, that's all, man.
Right. So it was really fight time.
So how many amateur fights have you had?
I had 115 amateur fights.
Oh shit,
Yeah, Dizzy.
Yeah.
And then
You been kicking ass and taking
9 years
names.
of pro?
Huh?
9 years of pro?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you been putting your foot on it.
Yeah.
So the one, what is that, a draw?
Which one?
Or was it a loss?
It was a loss.
Did you get the rematch with him? Or?
I didn't. I was trying very bad to. He ended up retiring after the fight. He fought one more time and then it was over with. I know that I put a
hurting on him. Yeah.
I cut both his eyebrows. Both his eyebrows was bleeding. I almost dropped him like 3 or 4 times. I don't never want to use substances as an excuse, but I was told that the people over there, because that fight was in Mexico, they be on certain substances that you can't test for. And I wouldn't say this because I've been boxing for 20-some odd years, but it's the first time I seen a man's eyes roll back to the back of his head, and then he just come out of it swinging.
Come back like ain't nothing
happened. And the first time he did it, he almost caught me, but I jumped back out of the way.
I only seen it on Rocky.
Yeah, right. And it happened to me 3 times in that fight. So I was really like, whoa, like I had him on his feet, he was out, but the referee wouldn't stop it. It was a crazy event. It was a crazy event. My grandma had just passed before that fight, and that's the reason why I didn't want to take the fight.
The rest her soul.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm saying we always there.
Hey, and all that though, and all the fights you had, have you ever underestimated somebody?
Yeah, I think that comes with everybody. It's somebody that you're gonna underestimate. It was a guy in Ohio I underestimated him. He came in with some duck shoes, some little like.
Oh, we're coming to the ring?
The weigh-ins.
Oh,
the weigh-ins like this. So the weigh-ins, this is when you're really checking out like, this is my opponent, this one ready to fight. All right, well, y'all.
That's when y'all do all the shit talking.
Right. So we see each other, and I'm like, you're not about to beat me. You're not about to beat me. I forgot we was fighting in like the state fair or something. I tell y'all, I lost that fight and I was so mad. Like, how did I lose to this dude? Like, how I lose to this dude?
Got overconfident about like it was a win.
Yeah, like I wrote him off. Yeah, I completely wrote him off. Dude was, I just knew I was about to walk through him. And the fight wasn't easy. But I lost to that dude twice. Lost to that, like, where I was like, dang, this dude is really, he really causing me problems right now. Like, my dad was hot with me.
Shout
out Pops. Yeah. He was not playing it. Right when my Pops, he ended up doing some time. When he went to go do the time, I fought the dude again. 3rd time we fight, I ended up stopping him in the ring. I hit him with a body shot 3rd round. Came to the body, hit him with a left hook to the head. He fell out the ring. I won the fight, and it was in his hometown of Cleveland. When I beat him, I was just like, all right.
I know Pops had me the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
For real, man.
I'm like, yeah, that was the one though. That was the one I really underestimated, but it ended up being like that fight that after I won it, I was like, yeah.
It happens. You know what I mean? First of all, it's friendly competition, but we still warriors in the ring, man. We gotta try to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What type of advice would you give to up and coming boxers or, guys in your profession, man, to go forward with their journey, man?
I would tell them to stick with it, give it their most. Do not let nothing distract them. If this is something they truly want to do, stick with it. I don't care who says you can't do it. I had people telling me I wouldn't be pro, and boxing ended up taking me to Germany and my family to the Valley and all types of things. So just stick with it. Give it your all. Don't be disappointed in how long it take or none of that. Just stay focused and stay grinding. Meet the right people. Try to make sure you're in the right rooms, because that's very important. And promote yourself on social media. That's like right now, that's the key to everything. Get it out there, because when I was coming up boxing, we didn't even have phones like that. So I'm not one of them to be in the gym just on my phone. I was taught to put the phone up when you come in the gym. So naturally, it took me time to have to get out there, take pictures, and post for my get on live so they can see me working and all that type of stuff. So just really do your due diligence and understand that you are the business. Like, you know what I mean? That's the key to this. I think as entrepreneurs, because you're still an entrepreneur at the end of the day in this entertainment business and on all fields. You have to remember that you're the business. You are that company, that logo, everything, that's you. So how you carry yourself, how you meet people, you don't never know who you shaking hands with. So just keep everything professional and
the character is everything.
It is.
You know what I mean? It gets you in a lot of doors.
Yeah.
If you leave a bad taste in people's mouth, it's harder to get where you want to get. You can be blackballed or whatnot and everything, man.
Yeah.
For real. What's next for you? Any fights coming up, or got anybody who want to step to the table right now?
Right now, we don't have any fights lined up. We working on trying to get some management going and just pulling the team back together so we can line them good fights up and get in the right areas and go from there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question.
Yeah.
How tough is it not knowing when your next fight is to just keep training?
That's a good question. That is probably the hardest part right there, is just staying focused, because that is how we make our money. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have a manager taking care of you in between time, you kind of got to just figure it out and make a way. So I think just knowing that how important your dream is to you. Mm-hmm. Like depending on how much that dream is important to you, you're going to have to make some sacrifices, and sometimes it's hard because, family need things and stuff like that. But if you continue to just stay locked in on your journey, eventually you're gonna reap the rewards of everything you put into it. Yeah. So you get what you put in. So yeah.
Man, that was great advice, man. Any more advice you want to give to everybody out there in the world, man? And drop your handle, man, and let them know about you, man, where they can reach you and come see your fights when they do arise.
Yeah. Well, I told y'all everything. Really, just stay locked in. That's the key to, I feel like, making anything happen. Stay locked in on what you're doing. Do your due diligence on whatever, whether it's some reading, some back business, something you might feel a little off on. You can learn it. Just stick to it. Get around people that may know what you don't know, and y'all pull that together. But you can follow me at D_champ93. Donald Brown Jr. The next up and coming world champion in the ring near you.
You do know that. Man, he told like it was in the beginning, you don't. Man, but you will though, you gotta hear me, man. Special handles in this building, man. You know what I'm saying? Once again, man, it was such a pleasure to have you, D, man. And I love you, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish you much success, brother. I want to see you continue on your journey and make it to the top of this shit, man. Tank, y'all better watch out, because you know what I'm saying? Like we said, the champ is here, man. Well, that's what it do, man. That's what it do in the city. I'm Mr. Tan.
And I'm Cousin Sink.
Man, and this is what it do in the city. Boom!
In the city, gotta stay on your toes. It's things to change real fast, that's how it goes in the city. Gotta watch for the folks and kinfolk. Homeboy on the